Oh, let me tell you that I was mighty blue. Thought my life was through till the heavens opened and I gazed at you. Won't you tell me, dear, why when you appear something happens to me and the strangest feeling goes through me? You do something to me, something that simply mystifies me. Tell me, why should it be? You have the power to hypnotize me. Let me live neath your spell. Do that, voodoo that you do so well. I love the look of you, the lure of you. I'd love to take a tour of you. The eyes, the arms, the mouth of you. The east, west, north, and the south of you. I'd like to gain complete control of you and handle even the heart and soul of you. So love at least a small percent of me do, 'cause you do something to me that nobody else, that nobody else, that nobody else can do. Nobody but you. You drive me crazy 'cause I love all of you. As I said in part 1, and by the way, welcome to part 2 of the 125th Cole Porter birthday party concert. That's a cut from my new Bossa Nova CD. David Duvall sings Broadway love songs in a Bossa Nova style, suitable for a sunset snog on the beach or wherever. It's a long title. It's a long CD, but it's fully orchestrated and it's very nice. It's not just me at the piano. There's wonderful musicians playing all over it. And if anybody tips me for this concert tonight in the amount of $20 or more, I will send you that CD for free, and I will take care of the postage. So factor that in there. This will be backwards, but you can send me money. And if you want to send me a personal check, private message me, and I'll give you my mailing address. But you can send it to me backwards at Venmo at Duvall Music, or PayPal me at DDmusic75. For some reason, it's not backwards this time. I swear to God, I will never understand technology. It escapes me. All my life I've been so secluded, love has eluded me. But from knowing secondhand what I do of it, I feel certain I could stand a closer view of it. Why shouldn't I take a chance when romance passes by? Why shouldn't I know of love? Why wait around when each age has a sage who has found that upon this earth love is all that is really worth thinking of. It must be fun, lots of fun, to be sure when day is done, that the hour is coming when you'll be kissed, and then you'll be kissed again. All debutantes say it's good, and every star out in far Hollywood seems to give it a try. So why shouldn't I? I don't know why, that's always been one of my favorites of his songs. It just feels, and by the way, it's wonderful to sing. Wonderful to sing. Now, I always do something in each concert that's going to scare me. And I thought that when I did I'm Throwing a Ball Tonight at the beginning, that was going to be the scariest thing of the night. But actually, it's only half of it. The other is this piece, which I have a great affection for. I'm only doing 3 out of 5 verses just because there are other songs I want to sing tonight. But feel free to sing along with me if you know this. Girls today in society go for classical poetry, so to win their hearts one must quote with ease Aeschylus and Euripides. One must know Homer and believe me, Beau, Sophocles, also Sappho, unless you know Shelley and Keats and Pope. Dainty Debbie's will call you a dope, but the poet of them all, who can stardom simply raving, is the poet people call the Bard of Stratford-on-Avon. Brush up your Shakespeare, start quoting him now. Brush up your Shakespeare, and the women you will wow. Just declaim a few lines from Othello, and they'll think you're a hell of a fella. If your blonde won't respond when you flatter her, tell her what Tony told Cleopatra. If she fights with your clothes, you are mussing. What are clothes? What you do about nothing? Brush up your Shakespeare, and they'll all kowtow. Brush up your Shakespeare, start quoting him now. Brush up your Shakespeare, and the women you will wow. Better mention the Merchant of Venice, when her sweet pound of flesh you would menace. If her virtue at first she defends well, just remind her that all's well that ends well. If she says your behavior is heinous, kick her right in the Coriolanus. I'll brush up your Shakespeare, and we'll all kowtow. Brush up your Shakespeare, start quoting him now. Brush up your Shakespeare, and the women you will wow. If you can't be a Hammond, do Hamlet. They will not give a damn or a damnlet. Just recite an occasional sonnet, and your lap will have honey upon it. When your baby is pleading for pleasure, let her sample your measure for measure. Brush up your Shakespeare, and they'll all kowtow, and they'll all kowtow, and they'll all kowtow. Penny is applauding in the back. Cheryl, my darling, I hope you're happy. My friend Cheryl in Port Angeles requested that, and I was more than delighted to stick that in there for her. This is, that couldn't come out right, but it's Cole Porter, so just do what you will. This is another one that you will find familiar, I hope. But people don't often do the verse. I love the verse, and my favorite part of the song is actually the first line of the verse. And if you don't understand it, that's perfectly fine. If you want to understand it and you don't, send me a message and I'll explain it, because I don't have time today. As Dorothy Parker once said to her boyfriend, fare thee well. As Columbus announced when he knew he was bounced, it's been swell, Isabel, swell. As Abelard said to Eloise, don't forget to drop a line to me, please. As Juliet cried in her Romeo's ear, Romeo, why not face the facts, my dear? It was just one of those things, just one of those crazy flings, one of those bells that now and then rings, just one of those things. It was just one of those nights, just one of those fabulous flights, a trip to the moon on gossamer wings, just one of those things. If we'd thought a bit of the end of it when we started painting the town, we'd have been aware that our love affair was too hot not to cool down. So goodbye, dear, and amen. He's hoping we'll meet now and then. It was great fun, but it was just one of those things. Just one of those things. It's a small story. Before I sing this next song, I have a personal connection to it and the Cole Porter Library. I loved the song ever since I heard Bobby Short record it on his Bobby Short Loves Cole Porter album, actual album, vinyl, you know, the big things they spin. And I wrote, as I have often done in the past, I wrote the Cole Porter Literary Trust people and asked if I could get a copy of it so that I could sing it. And they sent me a handwritten melody, only melody, no chords, with handwritten words below it, and that's all they had. So that didn't help much. So I sat down with Bobby's recording, and I figured out the chords, and I wrote them down, and then I typed it up nice and neat on my computer, and sent it back to them, so that they now have a copy that they can share with anybody else that writes in and says, I'd like to be able to sing by candlelight. So the song doesn't disappear. It's a beautiful song, rarely heard. Most people don't even know that it exists, but very short, to the point. I love it. I'm happy that I played a small part in possibly restoring its longevity. So here you go. By candlelight, so often at night I dream of you close to my heart. By candlelight, the world looks so bright. that we swear we never more shall part. Life seems such perfect bliss, and so sweet every kiss. I know that love like this couldn't be true, and yet so real it seems that I feel fortune beams on my candlelight dreams of you. Isn't that just a lovely piece? All right, I'm going to end this segment with one of the songs that stays on my list of my favorite all-time Cole Porter songs. It was written for Judy Garland for a movie called The Pirate. Got to get my English language back. Now, The Pirate was supposed to be a really wonderful movie. It was supposed to be. There are a few wonderful moments in it. The Nicholas brothers doing a number with Gene Kelly is quite wonderful. Gene Kelly dressed up as a pirate swinging from ropes doing the whole swashbuckler thing is pretty wonderful. But as far as I'm concerned, the best part is Judy singing this song. Cole knew how to write a song, and he really knew how to write one specifically for her. So, Love of My Life, written for Judy Garland. I lived in a dream, my sweet, in a dream of you. My dream was a joy complete, for you loved me too. And now I'm no longer afraid of what the future might reveal, for the stuff that dreams are made of is suddenly love of my life, life of my love. I used to pray and pray you'd hear me. Love of my life, angels above sent you at last to stay always near me. Now we are one, never to part, and nevermore need I implore you to miss me. Come to my arms, come to my heart, kiss me, kiss me. Come to me, come to me, love of my life. Come to my heart, kiss me, kiss me. Come to me, love of my life, love of my life, my life, my love. End of part 2. I'll be back for part 3, and while I'm waiting, perhaps I'll follow the suggestion of these lyrics and go kiss my lovely wife.